Hello! Wow, everybody, welcome back. I'm here with my very last prep video of the fucking year. Like, it's been fucking great. It's been filled with great music, great vibes, great people. I'm excited to prepare you for the last and final rave of the year. One of the biggest ones in Cali, that's for sure. Countdown, everybody. Count fucking down. We'll just jump right into it. I've made countless of videos on all the events that happen at NYE, so everything's kind of similar. Alright, first thing I'm going to talk about what you have to do before you step foot into the venue, okay? The main preparations. I start with this all the time in all my prep videos. Download the Insomniac app. They have all the information you need on Countdown. You can create your own personalized schedule, which makes it so much easier. It's really cool because you can just like the artist that you want to see, and then it'll automatically just create your own schedule. You can see who's clashing. It'll show you all the times. It's quite literally perfect. Probably the smartest thing that they added on this app. Screenshot that bitch, put it as your wallpaper, and then go to the fucking rave. Also, they release the lineup on the app before they do on Instagram. If you turn on your notifications for the app, then it'll let you know. Second thing, when the map gets released, screenshot it, hold it in your camera roll. I think everybody in your group should have a screenshot of the map. If somebody gets lost, they'll know where to look, okay? Don't depend on other people to figure it out for you. Also, choose a designated meetup spot. Just one, not two, but just one. There's a lot of good spots that you could find each other at, to be honest. Drink tents, the bars, the entrance to the rides. I feel like that's a really good spot to meet up at. That's usually where I meet up all my friends. Have the map in your phone. They usually do have like huge maps at the festival, but bitch, I don't fucking know where that is, okay? So it's just better if you have it on your phone. Write a list of things that you're gonna need to bring inside the rave, okay? So basically a little checklist right before you head over and you lose all signal and you obviously can't go back to get your shit. Have that checklist. Make sure everybody has everything that they need. If you're only going one day, screenshot your mobile ticket. Single day passes are sent through email. Most of the time, the single day passes are sent through email. When you lose signal, you're not gonna be able to access your email again, so just screenshot it. Parking. There's actually a lot of street parking. I know they don't really advise it. Insomniac does provide their own parking lots. I haven't really seen the parking lots that Insomniac provides other than those like colored lots where you have to ride a shuttle bus. Okay, I just looked it up online. It says there's going to be a lot of free general parking and multiple lots surrounding the venue, so I think you guys would be good. Usually what I do, I map it to the venue. When I'm on the freeway, I get off one stop before the Orange Show Road exit. That's like the main exit that everybody will get off at to go to NOS. Don't get off there on the freeway. The traffic is insane. I usually get off one exit before or one exit after just to avoid all the traffic, and then I just go straight local. Once I go local, as soon as I'm getting close to the venue, I just try to look for some type of street parking. There's also a lot of lots that just like random people book out so that they could have people pay to park there. 50 bucks. If you're driving with like 5 people in the car, then it's honestly not that bad if you split it. This usually is the best option if all the Insomnia parking lots are full. There is going to be probably some street parking. If you want to find it, you definitely can. It's never been a problem for me. I feel like a lot of people that go to these events for the first time at NOS, they kind of freak out over the parking. I've honestly never had any problems because I either just pay like the 50 bucks to park in one of the lots. I walk like 10 minutes and I'm already in, or I end up finding some street parking, so I think you'll be okay. Do not park at the Target parking lot. I still say this every video just in case people still do it, because you will get towed. Like, I know a lot of people that got towed there, but people still park at that Target parking lot. Like, I don't know why. The essentials, what to bring inside. Get a fucking phone string. These big raves, Countdown, Escape, Beyond, bitches are getting their phones stolen left and right. It's still an issue going around. Sometimes you get too fucked up too, so it's hard for you to take care of your stuff. Get a string.
Oh my gosh.
Honestly, this is quite literally life-changing. It just doesn't break. I think I've had this on my phone for like 2 years now. Every time I switch the case, the string still stays. Save a life. Get a string. Bring a bag. Fanny or a hydration pack. Honestly, guys, bring your own bag. I'm sure there's like a mom in the group or dad in the group, whatever the fuck you guys say. Do not expect one person to carry all your fucking shit. You should be responsible for your own stuff. If it gets lost and you depended on someone else to hold it for you, it's not their fault. Gum, lollipops, anything for that oral fixation. I think everybody should carry a pack of gum for themselves. Only because maybe I'm just like so I'm like projecting a little bit. Not a necessity, but it makes life a little bit easier. Portable soap. I love my portable soap. Sometimes they run out of soap and it's disgusting. Hand sanitizer, also amazing. Portable charger. If you're like me, you like recording a lot of videos, you like taking a lot of pictures, bring a portable charger. I have a specific one that's so portable. It's literally so small, so compact. I usually just carry a small fanny and all these things fit in there. Vitamin C packets or even IV sticks. Since I don't have those hydration packs, I buy one water and then I just hold on to that, refill it at the water station for free, and then sometimes I put my little IV or vitamin C pack in there and I am hydrated all night. Don't forget your candy. I think at this point, candy is just such a necessity. It's also just so much fun making candy with your friends before the rave, but trading with the people that you meet at the rave. People are just so happy to get some candy, and honestly, doesn't it feel so good when you get it too? It's just you're vibing together, you're making new friends that way. Most important item actually for Countdown, emergency blanket. It will get cold. To be honest, I think you should be wearing a layer. Last year was honestly pretty unbearable, but just in case, I think it wouldn't hurt to bring an emergency blanket. Let's talk about the lineup. Lineup this year, honestly, fucking crazy. First artist, 4B, back-to-back gesture. Every time I see 4B, it's always a good time. Honestly, don't have too much experience in gesture. I think I've only seen him once at like a small show at the Academy, but still very good. It's gonna be a lot of trap, a lot of like bass house. Honestly, gesture plays a good mixture of different genres, but it's all, I would say it's pretty heavy on the house, but I feel like if they were to do it back-to-back together, it'll be really fun. To be honest, trap and house mixed together, it's gonna be a good time. Alice in Wonderland is also another good DJ to see. I started off EDM listening to Allison here and there too. Very trap heavy, but I would say it's not like the same type of trap as 4B where it's a fast BPM or anything. She's more of like future bass trap. I don't know if I'm even saying these terms correctly. One thing that's really cool about her sets is that she adds a lot of instrumental elements into it, so she's playing some type of instrument. Her sets are cool. I actually saw her earlier this year at EDC and she was fucking pregnant. You're a boss ass bitch. Audien. I saw Audien last Countdown, and to be honest, his set is just so positive. Makes you feel good. He plays a lot of familiar songs, a lot of like progressive house. I would say it's pretty similar to Zed's set, except that Zed, he has a lot of famous tracks. Audien isn't as big as Zed, so a lot of his songs, if you don't really know Audien, you're not gonna know it, but it's just a very feel-good set. I enjoy Audien set all the time. Dioro is also another good set. He's always throwing some upbeat drops. The crowd for Dioro is always such a good time. I think that's why I would like to go to Dioro's set. It's a good set if you just want to vibe and shake your ass. Chainsmokers, to be honest, why would you not want to see Chainsmokers? The EDM community used to shit on Chainsmokers. You know, their music is extremely mainstream. When I saw them like a couple months ago at Party Never Ends, they fucking threw it down. You would not expect Chainsmokers to play some dubstep here and there, or even a little bit of trap, but they do. They actually throw it down and it's so good. And then, you know, they kind of like add some of their soft hits. Bro, y'all gotta see Fisher. Even if you don't like house, you're going to enjoy it. Just like Dioro, the crowd for Fisher sets are always so good. It's those white bitches, they're just holding their fucking white claw, vibing to the music. And Fisher's on stage, cracked out as fuck, having a good time. Also, I think Fisher, and Chris Lake, they've just been garnering way more attention than usual. Fisher's always been famous, but dude, he's been on fire this year. G Jones is also really good. A lot of experimental bass. So it's not heavy bass, heavy dubstep. I would say it's kind of similar to like RO Grime. If you like RO Grime, then I think you'll like G Jones. Grab It. So I don't really know much about Grab It except for the fact that he sings a lot of my favorite EDM tracks. There's one with Nightmare, there's one with Red. I think he sang like a Valorant song that Tavin remixed, and I love it. If he doesn't clash with anyone, I think I would love to go check him out. Griffin, honestly, dude, Griffin is so good. I can't say anything bad about Griffin. Just trying to match the vibes. I would want to see something a little bit more melodic, something that's a little bit more cheerful, and I think Griffin is definitely a perfect DJ to see. Don't question him, he throws it down too. There are moments where he just explodes some bass house or some dubstep. Joyride, back to back, Abstract. I actually really want to see this set because I love Joyride. I saw Abstract last Countdown. It was pretty good. A lot of bass house and a lot of like trap house. They're definitely going to be heavy on the bass house, and I feel like bass house has truly saved 2023. They both have a lot of hits, Joyride especially. If you want some heavy dubstep with some elements of rock music, Keizo's so good. You just want to headbang and just go absolute barrel, Keizo is where you have to go. Another DJ that I've actually never seen before, and I think he's definitely an up-and-coming DJ. Black. I think he plays a lot of like melodic dubstep. He's definitely on the rise. I would want to go check his set out just to see how it is. I feel like he would play a lot of good music. Matroda, good house DJ. If you want something that's a little bit more soft, he definitely has his own unique sound for house. Nightmare is definitely a good mixture of melodic dubstep, also throws in a little bit of trap. He always knows how to throw it down. He literally never misses. Like, I actually really love Nightmare, so I definitely want to see Nightmare. Porter Robinson. So there are times where I feel like Porter's sets are a little bit too experimental for me. He's a musician. He's an artist. So sometimes I think he just wants to kind of play around with sound. There are moments where I don't really understand it, but there are also a lot of times where I see his set and I'm just like, wow, it's beautiful. It's so beautiful. Since he is playing a DJ set, I feel like he would actually add less of the experimental music, but just more dance music. Ray Volpe, back-to-back Crank That. Ray Volpe is so good. I'm so glad he's getting all the attention he deserves, but also Crank That is really insane. They go heavy on the dubstep, but they also add some good melodic dubstep. And I feel like Crank That also plays a good amount of like bass house. It's so good. Their sets are amazing. I've never seen Crank That, but I've seen like clips on TikTok and stuff. That's another set that's gonna be in my top 5 that I want to see. Right Hand. I'm seeing a lot of dubstep DJs because there's actually a lot of dubstep DJs on the lineup. If I'm telling you to go, dude, that means it's really good. Right Hand. I don't know too much of his music, but I've seen so many of his sets. I always have a little bit too much to drink and I'm just going crazy. It is very heavy on the dubstep. Just like Keizo, I would say it is pretty dubstep heavy. 7 Lions, definitely in my top 5 of what I would want to see if I went to Countdown. He's one of the DJs that introduced me to melodic dubstep. Such a good, talented man. If you look at the back of my car, I have a 7 Lions bumper sticker. I'm a true fan. And I honestly have not seen 7 Lions in a fat minute. He has a lot of amazing songs that make me emotional. And then I'm like headbanging right after because he just starts throwing it down. Tiesto, it's a pretty mainstream DJ, but I heard that they've been pretty good these days, so I'm trying to see that too. Trivecta is also another amazing DJ. Very similar vibes to 7 Lions because he plays a lot of like melodic dubstep. He has a lot of amazing songs. I think Trivecta is actually very underrated. Definitely deserves more attention. Valentino Khan, you know what you've done, you a sexy motherfucker. Your music is sexy. It's straight sexy house, bass house. Yetep is also another good DJ that I want to see. Honestly, I think him, Clack, Sabai, very similar vibes. A lot of feelsy melodic dubstep. It's not as heavy as like 7 Lions. They're all their own sad boy genre. I think that's the best way to put it. I know all you Asian bitches are listening to them. It's actually really good. He also plays a lot of like mainstream tracks. So if you just want to have a good time and just, you know, feel good, they are good sets to see. All the artists that I didn't name, I'm not saying that they're bad. They're all amazing. If you want to check out some new DJs, I think you should do so. Go early and explore. Spend a good couple hours there just checking out all the little booths that they have. There's a lot of little like art exhibits. There's people dressed up, little performers, a lot of places you can take pictures, a lot of places you can chill. It's such a beautiful space and I feel like we don't see it because we always go around the time we want to see our first set. Insomniac doesn't spend all this money to prepare all of this for no reason, right? It's there for us to experience all together. So I would say go early, you know, get a good parking spot. When you go in, there's just so much to see, and definitely one thing I would want to do if I went to Countdown, and something I will be doing from now on every time I go to a rave. Utilize everything that's there, you know, take advantage of it and have a good time. Have a great rest of the year. Be safe, stay warm, and I will see you guys at the next one.